So there's a dark fantasy indie game in development right now that barely anyone's talking about yet. It's mixing Souls-like combat, roguelike progression, and extraction gameplay in a way we haven't really seen before. And despite this game's high potential and intriguing concepts, it's being made by just a single developer. So today, I'm going to break down the game Tenebyss, what it is, why it's interesting, and why it might end up being way bigger than people expect. So stick around because there's one design choice that could make or break the entire game. So as it stands, Tenebyss is essentially a dungeon crawler extraction game currently in development for PC, and on the surface it looks like your typical Souls-like clone, gothic environments, brutal combat, interesting looking enemies. But if we take a closer look, we realise it's something much different. Instead of a linear world following story like Elden Ring, Tenebyss is built around high-risk extraction runs. You go in, fight, loot, and if you die, you don't lose all your shit. I'm not sure how it'll work in game, but you actually get to keep your items if you fail a run. So this is a win for all you casual gamers out there that just want to kick back and not be stressing out. This does put it in a similar pool to Dark Souls and Elden Ring, but obviously it won't be as mentally provoking as those. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Like I said before, this game is being made by a solo dev, and yet it's allegedly going to include co-op gameplay, procedural levels, magic and crafting systems, and a satisfying replayable content loop. Those are quite ambitious goals. Now speaking of co-op gameplay, there will be a friend-only and competitive mode that will be separate from each other, which will allow you to train with friends on a private server at no risk of getting killed by sweats in open lobbies. And as I said before, the dungeons will be procedurally generated, so you get something new and exciting every time. That's pretty cool. Now the main reason Tenebyss stands out in my opinion is how it plans to blend three addictive systems into one loop. The first being Souls-inspired combat, heavy weapons, stamina management, and calculated attacks. These mechanics will make every little mistake matter. Second is roguelike progression. Each run feeds into your next. You're not just grinding with every match, you're also learning. And the third, the extraction mechanics. How hard is it exactly going to be to extract from these dungeons? And thus this creates the constant tension that you feel in extraction games. Do you keep pressing on for better loot, or do you escape while you can? When devs get this right, it can be insanely addicting. And when they don't, it can be quite frustrating. And that's just the tightrope that extraction games walk. Now judging from the videos that Magnet's Games have put out, it's evident that a lot of time and effort has already been put into this game, which is a good sign. The movement and combat are going to be fast-paced, creating that classic Souls-like stress, and the main goal in the raids is to defeat creatures in the dystopian lands to get their loot. Speaking of these lands, it sounds like there's going to be quite a bit of lore to find out in the world. Whilst exploring the world, you'll have the choice of dual swords, great hammer, scythe, or a magic staff, which gives you a bit of diversity to play to your own style. And another point that is worth mentioning is the graphic design of the game. They're really going for that retro PS1 RuneScape-esque look. Not only is this going to save time on development, but I think the older side of gamers are going to enjoy this throwback sort of design. And some other things I managed to find out, the game will be about $10 in early access, there will be a max of 4-player co-op that might be extended to 6 at some point. It's also planned to release on Xbox and PS5 at some point after releasing on Steam. And seeing as this is a solo dev project means he has limited time. Max is a busy man after all. So if you'd like to support this game so we might be able to play it sooner, I'll leave a link to his Patreon so you guys can help him out. Now in all honesty, this game could end up being great fun, but it could also end up being something that needs some work over time in early access. Regardless, a lot could change. So I think Tenebyss is worth paying attention to, especially if you're looking for a retro-style indie game that brings you back to the PS1 days. All in all, Tenebyss looks like it could become something really cool. If the systems click, it could become a hidden gem in the dark fantasy indie space. If they don't, it'll still be a game with some interesting concepts. But that's exactly why it caught my eye in the first place. If you're into Souls-likes, extraction games, or indie projects made by the little guys, then this is one to keep on your radar. Also, I'm kind of experimenting with different videos, so let me know if you guys mess with this or not. Let me know in the comments. Either way, this will probably still come out before GTA 6. Make sure to sub. Love you, bye.